So predominantly streaming Warzone. We're popping off. We pop off. We look good doing it too. And make sure to keep up to date with my Twitter at JackoGFreak, and everything is at JackoGFreak. Simple as that. Okay, so the first question is, when do you wash your mullet? We don't wash the mullet. You know, you got to keep the blood, sweat, and tears stored up in there. If you know, have the memories in there. You look here and you're like, okay, there's 2019. Look here, here's 2020. Yuck, don't like that part. But we wash it here and there. We always a COD streamer. Yeah, I've predominantly been a COD streamer. I did get into a lot of Spider-Man, God of War, just recently Fall Guys, Apex Legends, Among Us. Like, I do a bit of variety, but predominantly is FPS and Call of Duty specifically, because I do love that genre. And I do love the franchise Call of Duty. Who and what's inspired me to stream? People that inspired me to stream would probably have to be like Nick Mercs, Hex, Scumpy, Pamage, just like that whole like OG crew from like 2009. Like, I used to watch a lot of Nick Mercs videos back in like 2015 because Modern Warfare Remastered came out, and I used to love watching Nick like shred stuff up in some S&D GB games, and that was great to watch. It was great content. I used to learn a lot from him and do his strategies. Along came Ninja. I was streaming at the time, but he also inspired me and what streaming can really become for plenty of people around the world. And I think that he gave an eye-opener and really opened that door to the rest of the globe of what streaming is and where it is and what happens there. When will you start getting good so B-Mackers doesn't have to carry you every game? B-Mackers? How the fuck did this question get in here? Who is that guy anyway? Next question. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Dude, that is a pretty sophisticated question. 10 years from now, I'd love to see myself how I am right now, just in 10 years, pretty much, you know, keeping fit, healthy, good relationship with my friends, family, girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, have a good, have my own family potentially, have a nice, big, massive G-Freak mansion. And yeah, you know, just have a successful, happy life in 10 years. I don't know what else more to say than cliche things. But yeah, hopefully streaming might have popped off a bit more. That'd be great. How you so effing good at COD? I've been playing since 2007, 2008. I started on the Nintendo Wii, so I've got a lot of experience. That's a good 13, 14 years of experience that we're talking about. How come you miss all your sniper shots? How did this get into the questions? Are you kidding me? Trevor, are you shitting me? This? Obviously this person doesn't watch my streams and I hit majority of my sniper shots, so get off me. And I'm far better looking than you. How long have I been gaming for? I've been gaming since 2000. Like I said before, I've been gaming consistently. 2007, 8. I've always done it. I never really passionately got into it until I finished school, which was, finished school in 2014, and got into gaming a bit more heavily in 2015, 16, and then started streaming in 2017, because I played a lot of, like, you know, high tier, like professional Call of Duty level, from 2015 to 2016, 17-ish, you know, before I transitioned to streaming in 2017 or 2018. I can't remember. What was the first game you ever played? I think the first game I ever played was like some sort of like plug-in with the three like red, yellow and white cables into it. It was like this little like joystick thing. You plug it in and it was actually really good fun. You like dig holes and stuff. Or that's the only thing I can think of. Or there was another game where like my parents had one. It was like an old school like looking Game Boy thing, but it purely just had Donkey Kong on there. It was like a 3D thing where it had like Donkey Kong throwing down these like barrels down the top, and I don't know what the game's called, but I think that might have been my first game that I ever played. I'm not exactly sure, but you know, first game that I ever played, I cannot remember. But I think I'm just going to say that's the oldest one that I think that I've played. So I'm just going to go with that Donkey Kong barrel one. What was the most memorable gaming moment? I reckon winning the $1,000 blackout tournament last year. That was really good. A lot of money there and stuff. So I had a good time doing that. I missed blackout too. It was a great game. I love the way that you you know, the mechanics of that. What was your favorite event that you've attended? Favorite event that I've attended was, it had to have been Melbourne Esports Open last year. Just the amount of opportunity that I got working alongside JB Hi-Fi and Stack Magazine. Got published in their magazine last year. It kind of a dream come true. Like, I was in a freaking magazine for what? Gaming. Crazy, hey? Working alongside ESL as well, you know, the team there, the ESL Australia are fantastic, as well as some of the great Kanga crew, Apollodex, Hades, Ty. It was fantastic. I parked the VF Series 2 SSV Redline wagon underneath Rod Laver Arena, and we had a good time. It was great. I had my own lounge where I had like food and water and coffee, and I don't drink coffee, but we had plenty of water. But it was fantastic. What was your most memorable gaming related experience? I'd probably say PAX or Melbourne Esports Open. Those two are definitely up there. You know, at PAX, I had the crowd chanting my name, JackoGFreak and stuff. That was pretty surreal. Pretty surreal. JackoGFreak! JackoGFreak! Have you stayed so juiced in ISO? GG, bro. GG. Classic. I've just been hitting like a lot of YouTube workouts. Like all I search is like, you know, 30-minute full body cardio workout, do that 3 times a week, and then I'll do 30-minute dumbbell workout for chest and tries, back and bis, do that twice a week. And you just stay fit, you know. You sometimes, like, you know, I eat a lot of food, but other times, you know, you gotta work out hard. If you eat the shit, you gotta spend it all. You eat the shit, you gotta work that shit back off, you know. Otherwise, you end up the size of blowing out like a 3rd mortgage. You know what I'm saying? How has isolation been in Melbourne with lockdown? It's been okay. I wouldn't mind the bubble being lifted a little bit. Like, thankfully, I can still see my girlfriend. I can still pretty much see my family as well. But otherwise, seeing my friends and stuff, it'd be good to be able to see them a bit more instead of like, there's nothing compares to sitting around like a campfire or just like at a mate's house with a table, you know, just talking shit compared to, you know, having a Zoom call and stuff. Like, there's nothing beats, you know, talking to your mates and having a quiet beverage, you know, on a Friday, Saturday afternoon with some of the boys. So in that aspect, it's been, you know, hardish. But otherwise, it's been okay. Like, generally, my girlfriend and I, we stay indoors. We chill around, kind of hermits in a way. But I know that I'll definitely be getting out and seeing some of the lads a little bit more once this lockdown lifts and the curfew's gone and all that type of stuff. How big are your biceps? I get this question quite a lot. I have no idea, but if you get your hand and you put it right there, just the hand right there. It's 2 of those. It's just like a baby fucking walrus or some shit, man. It's jacked. What's the worst food you've ever had? Worst food that I've ever had, it's got to be some like Indian dish that I had. It was like an eggplant deep fried or something. Gave me severe heartburn, wanted to throw up and stuff. I also hate like olives and anchovies and stuff. And Vegemite too. Oof, yuck. As you saw from my most recent YouTube video, the 10 challenges, guess what food's in my mouth challenge. Oh my god, that was disgusting, bro. Girlfriend put Vegemite in my mouth, olives and anchovies. It was disgusting. Go check it out if you haven't already. The funniest toilet memory. That's not really a question, but I guess I'm going to answer it anyway. I was on Schoolies 2014, and what happened is one of the boys, like my mate and I, we both stayed in a different apartment. And then the other boys, like 10 of them, they had 2 apartments between 10 of them, so there was 5 in each one. Anyway, so what I did is I went into one of their toilets, and 3 days in a row, I did a reverse kanga. So you mount the toilet frontwards, and you let the poo just, you know, you just let it go down there, reverse kanga, mate. And then I ran from that apartment to the next one, like the next mate one, and wiped and flushed there. I did it 3 days in a row and never got a single reaction. I still, to this day, don't know if any of the boys, like, I don't know who kept flushing it, but honestly, I was so unsatisfied about that. But it was so funny because I was pissing my pants while I was doing it, and then I never got a reaction. What do I do for work? I do diamond grinding, epoxy flake, and floor leveling. So I've been doing that for a while. How old are you? I am 23 and so many months, but I am turning 24 on the 30th of November. Funniest high school moment? Funniest high school moment would have to be, dude, take me way back. There's so many, bro. I went to an all boys school, so you can imagine like all the shit that we got up to. So many bus stories and stuff, but I think that the ultimate moment was probably the day that we had markup day in 2014. We blocked off this massive road and we walked down it with megaphones and had a guy out the front playing bagpipes, and we were literally just like causing a massive roadblock for like a good 600 plus meters. It was insane. Parents were ringing up the school, oh, I'm gonna be late, blah blah blah, something's happening. It was so funny. One of the most memorable moments ever. There was also some other great stories where we were on the buses and stuff, throwing water bombs at each other, stacks on corners. You can imagine what shit happens on the buses with just the schoolboys. Favorite movie of all time has to be Shawshank Redemption. Just the plot, the way it all works out and stuff. That was a great movie. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely watch it. And what are you doing? Because you should have seen it. Favorite TV series? I'd probably say Prison Break season 1 was great. I loved it. It was fantastic. I got really into it. I think the following seasons wasn't as good because of the fact that they just kept having to break out of prisons. It was just boring. You know, it got a little bit repetitive. Season 1 was beautiful. I love another show called Vice Principals. It's literally where these two vice principals fight for becoming the principal, and they always sabotage each other. And it's the funniest shit. Go check it out though if you haven't already seen it. How do you feel about putting pineapple on pizza? Dude, I don't care. If it's on there, I'll eat it. If it's not on there, I'll eat it. I don't care, man. I love a pizza. And yeah, I'm not one to judge for ordering with pineapple. Favorite type of food? I'm gonna say pizza. Pizza is probably my favorite food. I eat that the most. I love chicken and chips. Love Indian, Chinese, Thai. The list goes on. The Vietnamese. Like, I love food. I'm a food person. I love that shit. That's why I work out so much, so you can eat some good food. But I think that for the most regular and frequent thing, I probably would have to say pizza. That's a favorite. Love it. Favorite type of exercise in the gym? So I'd probably have to say a bit of chest, as in some dumbbell flies, some bench press. I haven't done those things for so long. Isolation has me cooped up, and I haven't been to gym since January, and now we're all the way in. What are we in? October. Insane. What are you most excited for in 2021? I'm just excited I just want to see my mates and have some freedom of, instead of going, like, you know, you're driving around in constant fear of, like, you know, oh shit, you know, I'm gonna get caught for the police, so I've got to have a good excuse of why I'm leaving the house. Like, it's one of those things. It's a little bit scary, but I'd love to be able to go see my mates, have a beverage with them. I just want everything back to normal, you know. I'm also looking forward to events next year. I really do hope that the events arise, because I had a lot of opportunity at the upcoming events, and for all that to be cancelled, I was absolutely devastated. Do you scrunch or fold your toilet paper? I definitely fold. If you scrunch, you're weird. Imagine scrunching and wasting like 5 rolls when you can just get 2 or 3, fold it up nicely, get an even wipe, place it in the bowl, instead of getting this whole fucking toilet roll itself and just going and then, you know, throwing that down the toilet. You're gonna get a blockage. It's just dumb and messy. How long have you been streaming for? I've been streaming since January 2018, I believe. So I'm coming on my 3rd year in January this year. How many scuff controllers do you have? I have 3 scuff controllers, thanks to my sponsor, Bluemouth. Make sure to use code KANGA for 5% discount at the checkout. What's your favorite COD of all time? Favorite COD? I love COD. I love the CODs. Favorite COD would probably have to be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I put a lot of hours into that. 40 plus days. It's where Michael Myers started. It's where all the throwing knives came in, the bling with the extra attachments on your gun. Like, that was a goated game. Everyone talks about MW2. If you talk about COD, you talk about MW2. Potentially Black Ops 2 as well, but generally MW2 was so ahead of its time. The storyline of the campaign, it was fantastic. It was heartbreaking, and it was, like I said, the graphics ahead of its time. Do you like Warzone or Blackout more? I'm gonna have to say Warzone, but like the metas with shotguns and the camper friendly bullshit, you know, people can camp and still not show up on ghosts, you know, because they've got ghosts. And if I've got a UAV up, it doesn't matter because they've got ghosts and they're camping, you know. It's just shotguns are broken, and some guns are so broken that the developers just don't care. The time to kill is too slow. I think that there's no time for me to turn on someone. It's whoever sees someone first, you win that gunfight. Otherwise, you've lost it, you know. Like, you get shot in the back, you're not turning on that person. The time to kill is way too fast. There's no skill gap. I loved the fact of Blackout, where the healing system, the grapple system, the ability to pick up guns off the ground and customize them the way you want, instead of having to call in the loadout, which everyone uses the exact same perks, exact same guns. It's boring, repetitive, and I think that if Warzone had some Blackout aspects to it, it'd be a much better game, and I'd probably be even better at Warzone if it had the Blackout aspects to it, because of the fact that there is a skill gap. And really, a battle royale should take a lot of skill to play and win and get kills, so they need to fix that. What specs are your PC? I have no idea. right now I've got a 2060. I've got like some Ryzen 5, like 1600 something, but I want to upgrade. I'm going to get a 570 Tomahawk motherboard. I'm going to get a 3080 NVIDIA GPU. Then I'll also be topping that off with a 3900 Ryzen XT, because I just want that bad boy. I want that bad boy. I want to be able to stream and play games on the PC, more frames, lower ping. It's fantastic, and I can't wait. What car do you drive? I drive so I have two cars. I have a VX Series 2. I have a VX Series 2 Lumina, 2002. That's my daily, and then there's my, the one that you guys see on stream that I drive around and show you guys in the garage. That would be the VF Series 2 SSV Redline Wagon, which they're going up in value. They're holding their money because of the fact that Holden is now not producing any more cars, because they went under, because they just couldn't produce a car that people would want to buy anymore. The V8 Ute style stuff went out of fashion, and the Hilux type of style car with like the Amaroks and Hiluxes, they took over the market. So yeah, I love the wagon, and it's a great car. 413 kilowatts at the fly, 310 at the rear, baby. 311, sorry, I got that wrong. Don't want to undersell my baby. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the YouTube video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my Q&A. If you guys learned something new about myself, let me know in the comment section below. And if you guys want to see me do some more content, give me some suggestions. I read the comments. Let me know in my Twitch streams at JackoGFreak on twitch.tv. Or if you guys want to let me know in the comments below on Twitter, Instagram, hit me up. Let me know. I'm down for some content. I love content, and I love making it for you guys. I love putting on a show. Until next time, I'm going to be safe, stay swole, and boom, baby. And just quickly, if you guys haven't liked the video or subscribed, then what are you doing? Subscribe and like the video.